So now the last match of the night, Sting's last match ever. I called it on the live stream at Pro Wrestle Clips. Check it out, the live show, PWT live show. I called it. I said, I think they're gonna pull the ECW and Sting's gonna win in his last match with the tag belts. And then a listener said that too. I was like, and then they'll just vacate the belts, or a listener suggested Sting could name Darby's opponent. And then someone said, yeah, and then we'll get a tournament for the tag titles. And that's exactly what happened. So they just vacated the tag belts, and then they're having a tournament for the tag titles because Sting wins his last match. Not to jump too far ahead, though, but the Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, I'm actually feeling this gimmick. And I said it on the live show. I get why Sting picked them, because they can just bump and flop and flip around, and they know how to put these hardcore matches together well too. These indie fucking mud shows, they do. People were saying, oh, I hope it's like Surfer Sting comes out. I hope he does his surfer thing one last time. But they did a brilliant moment where Sting's sons come out. One of them's dressed like Surfer Sting. One of them's dressed like Wolfpack Red and Black Sting. And then Sting's dressed like Crow Sting, of course. And his sons look like they could beat the shit out of Darby and the fucking Young Bucks, which is hilarious. And but his sons come out. They play a good little video package for Sting. His sons come out with him, and then they just start instantly setting up tables, setting up glass. Now, the glass in this match wasn't sugar glass. What they did, folks, was they took real glass and they drilled holes in it to crack it. So it was cracked all over the place already, so it would break easier and when it shattered, it would more sort of collapse and not be like shards breaking and ripping through the flesh, although it's still glass, so it did do that. But this was not Moxley sugar glass, okay? This was real fucking glass with holes drilled in it, just so everyone knows. And yeah, this match, I mean, again, the live show, the chat was reacting. There was people going, no. And shout out you listeners, man. There was a lot of you guys going, no, I don't watch AEW. Like, I'm not buying the pay-per-view. I want to listen to you do commentary on it. So I was just popping and reacting. It was crazy, bro. Hairline's going to be on the next one, guys. Man. So yeah. But
like, man, it's dude. Okay. So like, not to like work, shoot work, but it's all like, we started this podcast, like on my Bluetooth fucking, Bluetooth in my phone, and here we are now fucking with this fancy like program. We're both on good microphones, even though you're on your laptop right now, so not the best example.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on.
I gotta just put ourselves over here quick, bud. PWT, bud.
And just like the first live stream, there was way more people than
I thought. That's the shit.
I said on the live stream, though, I said, I was like, instantly they just start setting up hardcore spots, and I'm like, yeah, they're suplexing Sting off a stage, and people were just like, Jesus Christ, they're 5 minutes into the match, and I'm like, yeah, so Sting's taking suplexes off the stage through multiple tables. We've got contraptions set up everywhere, hardcore spots. I'm sitting there going, I just pray Sting doesn't die. And then Darby takes it upon himself to just kill himself so he just destroyed himself rather through in a video game, in this video game match, where he fell through the ladder, through the glass off the ladder in the ring. I was describing it, people were like, what are you even saying to me in the chat? So it was hilarious. Let's see what Eric fucking for the entire presentation. I mean, that's all you can do. I don't know. At the start, there's like a million stinger splashes. The Suns are doing stinger splashes. And then you have like Ricky Dragon Steamboat's there. There's a bunch of people in the crowd. Like Lex Luger was there and shit. And then you see people getting super kicked. Fucking Dragon's getting super kicked. They're just super kicking Flair, everybody. And because Flair came out to protect Sting. So this was done like really well. I thought this was honestly great, but I just felt you didn't like it. I just felt like the mud show aspect of it got a little too crazy. They gave moments, but I get why. I like this new Bucks gimmick. I know people hate on it, but I do like it. But it's did this get over? All this did was get Sting super over. That's all this match did for me.
Your thoughts. So first off, it's not that I didn't like dislike this match. It's just it was really sloppy in parts, and very like not didn't flow well. And then second off, god damn it, I hate to admit this, bro, but like I agree with you. The Bucks are kind of over with me from this angle, but it's like they're just playing themselves, and like
Exactly, but if they had did this with
but
Punk,
like
they would have drawn so much
right, yeah,
fucking
so
money.
much money, dude. It'd been a whole
Oh
arena.
my
Um,
god, dude.
it was just like little things like fucking Balding Buck. Like there was a moment Balding Buck was into the crowd with fucking I think Darby or Sting or one of them, and he
Which one's
just took
balding? Which one's balding? We have it on screen. The listeners can see. Is it this? Is it Matt or is it Nicholas?
Mario.
It is so Nicholas.
Yeah, that's Balding Buck, and the other one's
He's
Road
the
Warrior
younger
Buck.
brother too, so that's funny. But yeah.
It's super funny.
So,
Oh
but
god,
yeah.
like
So, oh, sorry, you
like
go ahead. Yeah.
he like took a moment to fucking like pander to the crowd, and it was all like, God damn it, I haven't seen a lot of that going on tonight, and it's just all like, here I am praising a young like the person who's doing actual ring psychology is the schmarmy fucking young buck. Jesus Christ, guys, let that sink in.
Yeah, so and then like I don't know, man. Sting wins. I don't know the finish. There was great false finishes, but Sting just no sold the Bucks the whole time.
Yeah,
Pretty
what the
much,
fuck was that, dude? Where
he
he
was just no selling tables, no
your
selling
table
super
spot?
kicks. So
No.
my whole thing, and then Sting went through shoot glass, but my whole thing was he didn't need to go through glass, but my whole thing was who did this get over? It didn't get Darby over more because we already know he'll do crazy shit. He did the same ladder spot to Jeff Hardy already. So
Sting's children got over.
yeah, Sting's kids got over the most. It's like so Sting's just retiring where he just got super over and then left the company.
I can't wait for the tournament for these belts.
This is why AEW is important though, because we get moments like this, and like no other place is Sting gonna get a send off where he just kills everyone and leaves, no sells everyone's shit and leaves. But
you're right.
yeah,
No,
and it's weird how the tradition has gone like, okay, you fucking lay down for your last match. At least that's how it is in WWE. But now, like, it's the indie people, like with Ric Flair's last match that Conrad Thompson did, and with Sting shit here with Tony Khan. It's like now we're letting them win their last matches.
Can you talk to me about like some home insurance?
Hey, listen now. I'm criticizing.
I'm not sure if my roof might start leaking, bud.
Ric Flair's last match, he won, dude, and I'm criticizing that. I'm saying they're these the marks like Tony Khan, not to call Conrad a mark, but he's a fucking mark, and I am too. But
a fucking mark. We're marks. We're all every single one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so Tony
Other
Khan,
than Randy Orton.
Tony
I don't
Khan,
think Randy Orton's a mark.
And and Conrad are booking like, they're booking like fucking like these guys get their win on the way out instead of you laying down for someone. So I don't know. And Tony's just willy-nilly. So here's Darby Allin just being a fucking lunatic, man. And
God.
Like this didn't get him more over
body.
anything, dude. Dude. We had Roderick Strong drop Cassidy on the buckle weird, and we had Takeshita drop Osprey on his back on the turnbuckle and on his head on the canvas by accident. Like you saw that. He went for the so like when Takeshita was going for a top rope brainbuster, like Sami Zayn.
I thought Roddy was just working a body.
Well, I think Roddy was legit, but like, come on, man. Look at how Cassidy landed. Like that was fucked up, man. And then you have this later. This isn't a botch, but this is just like stuntman fucking.
Watch him ping off of it.
Oh, like that. Like, why put it on steel where the glass is just gonna onto the metal stab into you?
It's he's a fucking dummy.
And then look at it fly everywhere. Real glass. Doesn't that fucking kid on Twitter do this? That fucking super guy, that super hot fire or whatever?
Fucking joke.
Oh my God, dude. So Darby, like, you didn't get over more doing that, especially hating on Kurt Angle and all that shit, bro. I'm fucking, I don't know. A for the presentation, Sting gets on the mic. He gets cut off. On the mic. I think it's like a 9-minute promo he cuts afterwards, after they went off the air. Hairline, your thoughts on that match overall, and Sting's career, and Sting's Sting in general. Your thoughts? Did we lose you again? We may have for a second. But yeah, so I don't know. I give it a fucking whatever I gave it, you know? Sting talked for like 9 minutes. They uploaded it somewhere on AEW. I don't remember, but he talked after. So he got cut off because they ran out of time on the pay-per-view. But he just thanked everyone and said, yeah.
Right. Nowhere else would we see this, you know?
Yeah, so we're lucky we did get that. But yeah, your thoughts on Sting's like career, dude, and just overall, like, were you a Stinger? Are you happy?
yeah,
Thank
man.
you. Sting. Thank you.
I think the hardest I popped was his fucking WWE debut, you know? Because it's
Yeah.
just like you didn't see it coming, and it was just like, fuck, man.
Well, everybody shits on his WWE run, but I enjoyed it. I liked him with Seth and the
His debut, he like took out Triple H and shit in the Shield, right?
yeah,
Something like that.
he took out Triple H at Survivor Series, and then he who was like the authority, and then he covered Dolph Ziggler over Seth because it wasn't Shield. Shield was all broken up, but Seth had the WWE and the US titles.
Yeah.
He was leading through. Yeah, so then Sting feuded with Seth for those belts, man, and I thought that was great. Then he got hurt taking a buckle bomb, and then he dipped the fuck out. I don't know, man. Thank you, Sting. Round of applause for Sting and AEW. They packed a house. This next Dynamite, those got like 2,000 people in the building, but round of applause. And yeah, overall, I don't know, a good show. Just long ass, fucking crazy long matches, dude. Way too long.
Like 800 fucking years long, dude.